afternoon, Starlights. How are we? I hope we are well. I'm doing good. Last day off now for a little while. Lou, what can you do? So, before we continue, you may notice in the left corner, we have a new incentive. If I hit 300 followers, I will become a Lalafell. So you will get Pocket Luna. That is something to consider, so encourage people to follow me. I was gonna do it maybe 5 or 10 gift subs, but I was like, there are some very generous people in my community and I don't trust y'all. So today is gonna be a bit of a mixed bag of 14ing, as it were. We're gonna start by doing a little bit of red maging and kill time until the roulettes. Then we will do our roulettes. And then we will carry on with MSQ. As you do. Ah, I see from the glint in your eye that the soul crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the rank of mages. The art we practice is born of noble origin. Its balanced and control energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the disposed. To speak of the age, some 1500 years past, when the clash of two sorcerous civilizations wrought upon the sixth umbral calamity. Ere the great floods rose, people fled from their homes and into the mountains of Albania. Even mages of Mah and Amdapur were to be found among the refuse. Also, I just realized that I can't see something. Give me a sec, sorry. There we go. I think. Or not. I need to see. There it is. Good lord. I'm so prepared for stream. I'm so prepared for streams. There we go. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to cough like a toddler down the microphone. Holy shit. Let me adjust the volume a little bit because I'm a bit loud. Holy fuck. Anyway. The Great Flood, blah blah blah, we worry about that. These wizardly practitioners became targets of retribution for the part they played in upsetting the natural balance. And soon did they shed their robes of black and vestments of white. If people were to survive and rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of the arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magery reinvented, and upon the combined foundation, an entirely new discipline was built: red magic. Oh, but I've prattled on for long enough. Far better than you experienced red magic firsthand. There remains the mystery of who sent kidnappers after those poor girls. The revealing attempts to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there are questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern Fatherland, to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Oh yeah, do you guys want to see my new chocobos? Isn't he majestic? I have no impulse control sometimes. Why are you making me travel halfway across the continent, sir? A man is worth that effort. Well, some men are. Luna, there you are. I would introduce you to Father Iliad, but I believe the two of you are already acquainted. Zarun has told me a tale of nefarious spellcasters and their attempt to kidnap 2 young girls. If you wish to ask if this pharmacological cabal is known to me, yes. I couldn't even say that word. There are several such cults which come to mind, but I must have more detail. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits. Aye. Not one word spoken over the entire exchange. Not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. An evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet which acts in much the manner you have described. There is no salvation for such wretched creatures. Although we must seek the fiends who pull their strings. Learn what you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. Luna, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. Step forward if you may. You have learned all Red Mage actions. Yeah, I know I have. That doesn't mean I know how to play the class. Oh, my bar's actually set up. Oh, wow, my bar... I just noticed my bars are, like, really messy, actually. That's not good. You there. I know I have sleep. Here we go. If we move... Okay. That's better. Did you notice we were being followed, Luna? The very cabal we are investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. I sense an ambush in the offing. But we could see the silencers, perhaps. Well, let them try. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills. But first, a brief lesson. Our Red Mage spells belongs to 2 distinct schools, rooted as they are in the ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form a solid core of red magic, and through the balanced casting of both disciplines, can a Red Mage build this foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies thrumming within your blade, and then you leap away, returning to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. Come out, wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I'm not partial to violence. Is there a chance we might attempt a parley in lieu of bloodletting? How unsettling. Well, Luna, it seems you will have your battle. Remember what I have taught you. You haven't taught me shit! I have no idea how to play this. man really does believe in do this. Yarg! Sorry, I'm just looking at something else because I have no idea what I'm doing. It shows. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let's take the battle to our ambushes, shall we? But before we resume the hunt, let's be sure of your technique. As a red mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession, using what is known as the dual cast effect. Retone a short spell, and you'll find that a lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. Needs to be here. That is a dog. I gotta stop double jolting. You're better than this. Red Mage isn't even that hard in the early levels. You don't have things like Embolden and stuff to worry about. Well done, Luna. You have exceeded my expectations. Your expectations must have been in the ground, sir. Which is a fortunate thing, but I did not anticipate the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. You see, the brand on her left cheek. This is the cursed sigil which stole her will and left her vulnerable to the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young men and women. Every one, all transformed into mindless pawns by some hidden master. This master has shown no compunction against sacrificing pieces that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. Heed me, Luna. You have begun your education in red magic. There is much more I would teach you. Come, let us return to the Lich Yard. I'm not that fast, man. Know you the history of these graves? The church's Lich Yard is the final resting place for many victims of the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem such tides of destruction, in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. Its distinction from earlier disciplines is key. Whilst practitioners of black and white magic draw upon ambient aether, a red mage weaves her spells using only the reserves of mana for which she was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do so was otherwise forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mages adopted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations. The mage's own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon. It is the focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of red mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation, the bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. 20 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. Of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation. And when I learned of the calamity and of the threat to all the lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with the valiant scholars of Sharlayan. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland, or halt the approach of fiery disaster. Never once in these years have I betrayed the oath the duelist swore to champion the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from this idealistic fool. If you have to master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good Father Lillard until we uncover the origins of the cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon the lessons of the day, and prepare for our next encounter. Okay. Let's see what we got for today. Because I need to get stuff. Switch to healer, I suppose. Let me just 54. Where's my scholar gemstone? Oh. Wow, all my healers are like level 55 or up. Holy shit, okay. Well, that changes a few things, doesn't it? Hmm. Right. Back we go to... Seafront. Does rain. Well, hi Kev. Ooh, look at the sky. Can I jump down here? No. Can I jump down here? Yes. No, it's fine, Earth. I'm just doing them in the background while I do story. Away! Not you, Earth, sorry. I'm just surprised. I thought Scholar and White Mage were like a lot lower, and it's like, oh, they're not. Like, I could go a lot Machinist or like Dark Knight. Tanking. No! That's not what I meant! Mr. Sarkanos, Lord of Manolane just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. I've never looked at it that way. I think it's because the musical motif of Heaven's Ward is very... organs. Church. Cathedral. European medieval music. I think that's what it's meant to be. So wait, is it leitmotif? I'm trying to remember from my music studies classes now. Funny enough, you mentioned Dracula, Luna Bell. Do you know, Luna would look good in a Belmont outfit? I'm just saying. The thigh-high boots, the corset. I mean... Excuse me. I feel like a toddler down the microphone again. Thigh-high boots, immediately. Well, of course. What? Don't give me that. Oh, sweet. Well, there's nothing for it, but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Excellent. We're in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there's no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there's a unique variety of crystals we've recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. You can hold on. These spring crystals can be found in Vor-Shan-Seran to the east of here. I'd have you in a manor lane bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes. Skipped a bit of dialogue, sorry, it's just sticking in my ear was driving me nuts. That's just a bit of dialogue, it's fine. Whee! shouldn't stand here. I should not fucking stand there, Luna! People see to when Luna stands in the fucking fire. Lady Lanier told you to tell me about my mission once again. Well, if I didn't know any better, it's why she's avoiding me. Anyway, what was it? Go and fetch a spring crystal from the floating lakes to the east, with me. You're not making this sound terribly appealing. Still, I should be glad to have you along. Come along, then. Your mission to push him off the cliff. Fly, goddammit. I've been playing on my main this afternoon for a little bit, and it was like, I can fly everywhere with no issue. No restrictions. Yeah, E3 level, thankfully, is super quick. Meow. No! No! Okay. So this is the Vorshan Saran of legend, and there Ivanu in sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know. Why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds a superior specimen wins. Horneroy shall judge our entries on size, purity, and, say, aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. Mission to push him into the lake. Ha! I didn't read that. The water crystal does not appear to exhibit the properties described by Lady Lanier. Perhaps you just find another. The water crystal does not appear to exhibit the properties. Cool. Away, my froggy friend. Let's just find another. I like the music here. Could you still love me if I was a worm. This crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it's the spring crystal Lady Lani at sea. Nice. I had a very lovely lunch today, guys. I had a meatball Alfano bake, and it was absolutely divine. The meatballs were so good. Proper meaty, juicy meatballs. A water-leaking crystal. Lapis? I always loved Lapis Lazuli. She was my favourite gem. Well, her and Peridot. I do love my little Chaos Dorito. Not Chrysalis. Please, not Chrysalis. Green gremlin. Alright, mommy. Step on me. Boo. Anyway. Ah, Mistress Arcanos, have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a plant? Fascinating. Oh, I don't want the clown shoes, I want money. Lord Manolin has been gone for an awful long time. Did you have a chance to see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Maybe I'm worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Mistress Arcanos. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Research the southern east area of Warshan Siran as swiftly as you can, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. I mean, we could just leave him. Nonetheless. He's old enough, he's a big boy, he can handle it. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. I forgot how pretty the Sea of Clouds actually is. I do prefer this zone when I can fly, though. Nobody has to know. Sally Zuba. Damn it. You survey the surrounding area for a time, but see no sign of a mana lane. Are they just beating up that Pycer? Interesting. How cute am I, though? Like, come on. Mistress Arcanos, Lord of Manolane. Lord of Manolane has been taken by the Vanu. They have my lord surrounded. A whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Alright. Sort of the fates today. Don't worry, there will be other streams this upcoming week. On Wednesday, we will be playing more Fatal Frame. We're quite close to the end, I think. Although I think the last couple of chapters are quite cool. I am debating. I haven't decided yet, but I am semi-tempted to maybe give Nightmare Mode a go, which is like the harder difficulty, but we will see. Oh. How long am I waiting? I need to play some DBD at some point this week as well. Before the Blood Moon event runs out. The Vanu must have taken him to that village. May have to present to their chieftain. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Lanaette what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking Mistress Arcanos, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord of Manolane in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. You're far too nice. Bless your heart. Welcome, Ham. thank you for asking. Such delightful manners. It's balance out the piracy. This is true. Run a little faster. Come on. Good grief. Come on. Individual. Thank you, Horshafont. Ah. How could you be more like your brother? Man has no sense of urgency. He really does. Holy shit. Like, come on. Put a bit of cardio in your step, boy. A little bit of cardio. Does everyone a bit of good? His idea of exercise is dancing. I mean, valid form of exercise if done properly.
Reinforcements?
Oh, voiced it.
Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes. The white Mighty Bismarck, Lord of the Mists!
Hail there.
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal.
Where are you going?
We must away.
Oh, now he runs.
Damn! Bloody typical. All right, we're going in.
I forgot how much I prefer Sid's post ARR voice.
Aye, aye, Chief.
All aboard!
Fun, you are not allowed to do that. Okay, fair, he can have his moment. Can we talk about how much of a badass Sid was just then? He's got to show up to make his brother feel bad. Oh, it's funny. Gods only know what might have happened if we'd not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though, as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. Alright, more than a few. It was but blind chance that brought us together this time, in case you were wondering. The Holy See has positioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship. Only to learn that you'd arrived some days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought. Just as said Lordling's manservant skidded into view, babbling about his master having been captured, and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I am here on business after all, and the boy's already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend. We'll speak again soon, I promise. Thanks, Dad. Alright, you. Let's get you home. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died. You know? Me. Dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that, old girl, is no small feat at... Whoa. You didn't do shit. I have made a historic discovery. A fact even Lady Lanaette will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I'm rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, it's a time we made our triumphant return. Luna's too polite to say something as like an individual. She would just kind of just like whatever. Cat, on the meanwhile, would just literally look that man in the eye and go, I have dealt with puddles with more ferocity than you. Yeah, you uncovered the new primal, which we now have to clean up. Good job, Chief. tiefling. Give me, I'm a manolin. I'm French. Yes, my chocobo is a beautiful Lord of Frogs. Praise Halone, I feared the worst. What happened out there? This dumbass got captured. A primal? Are you sure? Yeah, now that I think of it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I've learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior towards the people of Camp Cloudtop. You mean to have said they've fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Lananette? A little recognition for the hero of the hour? A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on? Why, yes. You are right, of course. Mistress Arcanos deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there's naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. Oh, but of course, Mistress Arcanos, you've done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Horshafont and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Laniette. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. Horshafont's just like, ugh. All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. What the actual hell? I switch off healer for 5 minutes. Ooh! Apparently. Oh, now it's switched again. Ugh. Yeah, my healers are like way over leveled. It's so funny. It just flips tank and I don't even play tank. Not yet anyway. Apparently. confess I've been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I found the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Samric of all that has occurred. Emmanuel should have returned to the manor by now. Well, why not go and see if he's recovered from his ordeal? Seven more to go, and then I can get Ixion. Blah blah blah, let you in the manor. Thank you. That's true. Oh, it's you, Luna. Why did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? Rich people. Hey, we can get flight pass now. Woo! Sorry, I'm just munching for something. Give me a second. Okay. Ah, Mistress Elkanos. My lord the Count must desire to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artorial and Lord Emanelaine. If you could remain here for a moment. Okay.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanelaine's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain, elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
I could listen to that man read the phone book on repeat. Though you have won the minds and hearts of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. It is like that one such member of House Zimael is manipulating Sir Greneau, for he's not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. He said he played a character in Red Dwarf. Who was it? Stephen Critchlow. One. Ooh, I'll run and go do that in a sec then. So apparently, the voice of Edmund Forton voiced a character called Captain Edwin Herring in Red Dwarf, and I've just looked up what he looks like, and I feel like context is going to be absolutely needed to explain that man's appearance. He's a very strange-looking individual. What's also... Why does his face look like that? Thank you, Fian. I saw that change to DPS. I saw that change. I saw that. I think I got it. We wait. Need a drink. It's been too long, Luna. Would that this visit come under happier circumstances? You'll come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru, I take it? Word of the detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is more ridiculous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Greno's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavens. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve His Eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith, and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. Oh, but of course. In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphino and Mistress Tartaru, could be expected to face Sir Greno in a second of his choosing. Another knight of the Heavens Ward, most likely. Two of them? About the fury that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphino's magical talent will have not gone unnoticed, meaning he will have no choice to participate. Mistress Tartaru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Horshafont. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. And then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphino at once and inform him of our intentions. Luna, meet me at the tribunal when you are made ready. Until then, my friend. Hooray, trial by murder. Ow! Ah, timed it perfectly, didn't it? Thank you. Thank you. Circus Tower! Yeah, at least it's the easy one. Excuse you. Drop. I already have both of those. I've got in my hesitation. I know what I'm doing, I really don't. Come on, Prox, be kind to me. No. Look, I want to look like a badass, okay? Let me have it. What is that again? Oh, God. It was a flawless battle. Mama likes these props. Mama likes these props. Come on. Oh, yeah, fuckers. Oh, I couldn't do my cool backflip. It really is, and especially on a class like this, it's actually new. Come on, stack up, you cowards! Yeah. Molyneux! We got Molyneux! Wish I forget what that does. That's my AoE.